Anand,
Hi, Johan.
welcome.
How are you?
I'm very well. Um, I believe you are coming eventually coming to South Africa.
Yes, I'm very thrilled about it. It's a beautiful place, country, and amazing people that are in South Africa, and I'm honored to be back again.
Yes, we missed you for the last few years because of all the issues in the world, but we are glad to say that you are coming to South Africa to offer us one of your teachings, and it's called Kama Sutra. No, Tibetan Kama Sutra for men. And that is the 16th to the 19th of November. So it's still a long way to go, but it is wonderful to know that you are coming.
Yeah, I'm very thrilled about it because I have been doing this workshop in Colombia, Mexico, Poland, and Spain.
Wow. And I want to ask you a few questions, if I may, about this retreat.
Yes.
We all know about Kama Sutra and Kama Sutra sexual positions. What does Kama means, and what does Sutra mean, and how does it fit in with with um, with Tantra?
Yeah, well, a long time ago, in order that you can understand that the sutras were a kind of a process that was in India in order to accommodate all the holistical and practices that are over there in the common use of the people, they become to frame these practices. You have the Sutras of Patanjali, for example, in yoga, and you have Kama Sutra. There's around 13 different kinds of Kama Sutra in India, not only one. And this was to become and rule all the practice about sacred sexuality, about how you engage into the practices of yoga, but also into the belief system of India. These practices were exported or were imported into Tibet, and the Tibetans they accommodate one whole structure that is called the Tibetan pulsing. Tibetan pulsing is how my life force energy, as it is pulsating from myself to the surroundings, but also how everything that is around me is pulsating energy towards me. That is called the black. And what we're going to be seeing that in the Tibetan Kama Sutra, that all the things that we are going to be doing is around the pulsation of your life force energy, your sexual energy, but also how this pulsation is connected with the intimacy and how it's connected in how you make love and how you make sex. In this structure, the Tibetans developed 64 arts of love. Mhm. And what we're going to be trying to do this weekend is that you can approximate to this kind of technology or techniques, not with the target to be a better lover, but also with the target how you can connect with somebody and how you connect with yourself in different layers of your consciousness, but also different layers of intimacy. And it's not only that we are going to make postures, because it's not only about the posture. It's about how you can embrace somebody, how you can kiss somebody, how you can scratch somebody and move sexual energy. And it's not that you are going to be seeing the techniques of sex, but also how these techniques can connect the whole body with your emotions, with your sexuality, where is your profusion, that is the connection of the sex and the heart, but also sex and heart, it connects with the spirituality.
Oh wow, it sounds amazing. Um, Tell me about, you said that there's going to be sexual positions, but it is not sex. What is the difference?
Okay, most of the times we are with the idea that in order to make sex with somebody, you have to copulate. Yeah, we are going to see a different kinds of positions that brings you a whole awareness in how you connect with somebody. But for example, we are going to be doing a position in which you are going to be connected to the person, to the belly, for example. Mhm. And you are going to be having the approximation of the belly to your face. And the belly has a propulsion of connecting sexual energy with the heart. And that is a chakra, a psychocenter of energy. But also, you are going to be connected at the same time that you're connecting with your head, you're going to connect genitalia to the heart. And that's a position, just connection like this. And that position would allow you to move sexual energy, not being connecting directly to genitalia, but you're going to be connecting to the chakra system of the person. You are moving the energy on the person, but also the person is going to be moving their energy. Most of the times we are thinking that when you are doing sex, you have two activities, one to be passive and one to be active. Either is a female or a male. The person is going to be penetrating and the other person is absorbing. Or you are going to be moving yourself into the person and the person is going to be the one receptive. In this case, in the 64th Arts of Love, you are going to be receiver and you are going to be giver, but the giver becomes the receiver becomes the giver and the giver becomes the receiver. In that fluctuation of polarities, you are interconnected in a whole completely different dimension. And even though you are going to feel in maybe the approximation to the genitalia is not the main thing to be there. It's the sexual energy that is coming from the genital.
Wow. Okay. And tell me, because I know a little bit about Tantra, how does Tantra fit into Kama Sutra?
Well, you know that Tantra is the art of expanding and liberating. Everything that we do in life is an experience, and you're in awareness of this experience. When you are doing Kama Sutra, it's not that you are going to be focusing on being in lost. When you are connected to the heart and to the sex, you are connected to the subtle system of the body. It brings you a completely different dimension when you are doing sex with consciousness and doing it slow, and that gives you an spiritual awareness that you don't have about yourself. Everything that we do in Kama Sutra in this experience is going to be with the target that you are going to be learning about yourself, about the other one, but also about the group. And in that process, Tantra is part of it because you are going to be doing, I'm going to be teaching you techniques in order that you can connect with the five sacred tools of Tantra: yoga, meditation, ritualism, sacred sexuality, and breathwork. Those five dimensions that are part of Tantra are involved in the Tibetan Kama Sutra because it's part of Tibetan Tantra.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Then we, we were talking about limitations and I don't want to say that there's limits on a retreat, but is there anything about a limitation? People who are a little bit high risk for a retreat like this, or what is the way for us all to be included?
Yes, Johan. Uh, for being honest, I have never had any kind of issue about age. I have had in a summer retreat a person with 82 years old, and I have had that's a man, and doing yoga and perfectly everything. And I have in mixed retreats even people that have been in their 70s, and there's no problem for me. But this time, I have an issue in one of the retreats with one person that had heart issues. And I was explaining to somebody that maybe you can have an exercise in which you are going to be, for example, connected to the ear, yeah, and then you're hugging the person behind, just like that, just hugging the person behind, and then you're going to start to move the energy from the embracing to the other person, and you're going to be breathing down here. Uh-huh. When you are doing that, the rhythm of the heart started to move very fast. And then, if you are not prepared enough, because it's a lot of blood flux to the heart, but also a lot of physicality, then when we are not prepared to do these kind of things, if you are not have a very good heart or have high blood pressure, that can be a very not nice experience. And for example, we have one position that is called the tree. Then the person that is going to be the receiver is going to be coming with the active person. They're going to be approximated, and the person that is going to be doing the tree is going to embrace the person with the leg on top of the hip area. Then we are going to be breathing and we are going to move energy. Um, but the most intriguing part of it is that this embracing, that is an embracing technique, is connected to another embracing done by the one that is here. Once they are connected and they are moving the energy, there's a bell that you change the position, and then you are going to be hugging the person and put the person on top of the belly and make them the person hugging you, and you are going to hold the person on the hold weight and put it back towards the wall. Then if you are a person that you are not very well fitted and you do this kind of things, you can have an accident. And I had an accident in Mexico. It was not so much, but the person had to stop with the thing, with the workshop. And it was not nice for me to have a person that it was there and then it was not enjoying the workshop. Then for the first time, I'm doing a restriction on age. And if you have high blood pressure or things of the heart, you need to talk with us about it and how we can do this. But for being honest, in order that you can enjoy this, that's why we are putting an age limit. And if you have heart issues or high blood pressure, you need to talk with us. Because for me, it's important to give you a secure space. It's not because I wanted to be selected. I had not been in known circumstances to be selected because of age. But in this course, because we are going to do a lot of physicality and a lot of things with our bodies, but also with the emotional issues and the sexual issues, can be too much.
Yes. No, absolutely understood. And I think if somebody feels like they want to sign a indemnity form and all of that, we can talk about it, but also respect your wishes for this retreat. So it's not that it's all the retreats; it's only this specific retreat of the Kama Sutra, and I do respect that. Thank you very much for clearing that. So the date is 17th to 19th of November. And if you want to know more about this retreat, we have a beautiful pamphlet or a PDF document that you can download from my website, but also from Anand's website. And you can apply to attend this retreat. And once you apply, we can invoice you, and you can pay in PayPal, US dollars, euro in a bank account, or in South African rand. And we'll take it from there. So remember the date, 17th to 19th November, here in South Africa, which is a beautiful country with beautiful people and beautiful opportunities.
I believe that there is a huge experience because it's not only about the Kama Sutra by itself, because you are going to be learning how to classify yourself. The Tibetans, they have 8 different kinds of men and 8 different kinds of personalities that we have as men. And of course, it's like an archetype thing, how you can connect intimacy in a whole different kind of spectrum. Also, we connect these personalities to the lingam. And it's very nice to know that you can see that how you connect my personality to the lingam. That's very funny to know, that is you are the bull, the rabbit, and different kinds of things. And we're going to see how also, and I think this is the most important thing of this workshop, is that Tibetan Kama Sutra is not only about the sexual thing, but also how we can connect with the vulnerability of our own emotions and how deliver the emotions when you are in lost. We are going to see how profusion, that is the connection of the sex and love, can help us to be a better man, not only in the bed, in the sex, but also being how we can get intimate in a different way with the people. And it's very amazing. You can do this with your partner, with your couple, but also you can do it with a participant. And that's the most beautiful thing of it. That it's not only that you can do sex with your partner, but also you can know somebody intimate that you have not known before. And it's not about the animalistic part, but also about the heart.
Yes. So what I hear is that the retreat is for men, and then yeah, couples are welcome as a gay couple or two men in a relationship, but also for singles if they would like to just come and join us.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
And it's also because we are going to be trying that this is a group venture. It's not only that you come and then you do the activities and that. No. We're going to have, besides the Tibetan Kama Sutra, or other different kinds of activities that it will be really, really amazing to do over there um, in
Samakaila.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying
Samakaila,
to
South
remember
Africa is.
the name of the venue.
Yes. Yeah, Samakaila is a
Samekada.
venue very close to the cradle of humankind, if you remember. And you know, there's an ancient energy, very raw energy there, which is you know, just feels very good for me to be there and do this kind of workshops for men. We go back to our, I want to say our nature, but also about our olden um, uh, energy of the soul of the, this, the soil and everything that's in there. Yeah, and that's just beautiful.
Yeah, that will be amazing because that's energy in this position, and to be there is an amazing thing because you can connect with this amazing energy that is in Samekade.
Yeah. And then thank you very much. And if there's any other questions, please send me a text message or contact me on Facebook or social media. And the same with Anand. And we will definitely contact you back and talk to you and so on. For the South Africans, there's a wonderful incentive for you. And then for the rest of the world, yeah, if you pay now, we can talk about this small little discount. Anand, thank you very much and have a nice afternoon.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Bye bye, Anand.